In the forest they still burn, from the courts of light and darkness to the realms of endless time. The Feywild stirs in silence, revenge begins to climb. Oaths were broken, bonds undone, now the ancient war's begun. Nature's fury, wild and strange, feel the Feywild's sweet revenge. Roll the dice and let fate fly through the stars across the sky. Wings of fury, wands of flame, nothing here will be the same. Mystic powers we can't defend, the Feywild's wrath will never end. Through the mist where flowers bloom lies a danger set in gloom. Fair and fierce they wait and scheme, twisting fate like in a dream. Magic deep as rivers flow, danger more than mortals know. Beware the Fae's enchanted song, for revenge is swift and strong. Oaths were broken, bonds undone, now the ancient war's begun. Nature's fury, wild and strange, feel the Feywild's sweet revenge. Roll the dice and let fate fly through the stars across the sky. Wings of fury, wands of flame, nothing here will be the same. Mystic powers we can't defend, the Feywild's wrath will never end. Beneath the stars, beneath the moon, the wild's revenge will be here soon. With every roll, with every tide, let the dice of fate decide. So roll the dice and let fate fly through the stars across the sky. Wings of fury, wands of flame, nothing here will be the same. Mystic powers we can't defend, the Feywild's wrath will never end. The Feywild's revenge has come at last, a future drowned in shadows past. In the twilight of the tangled woods, where the shadows twist and turn, whispers of the old ones, in the forest they still burn. From the courts of light and darkness to the realms of endless time, the Feywild stirs in silence, revenge begins to climb. Oaths were broken, bonds undone, now the ancient war's begun. Nature's fury, wild and strange, feel the Feywild's sweet revenge. Roll the dice and let fate fly through the stars across the sky. Wings of fury, wands of flame, nothing here will be the same. Mystic powers we can't defend, the Feywild's wrath will never end. Through the mist where flowers bloom lies a danger set in gloom. Fair and fierce they wait and scheme, twisting fate like in a dream. Magic deep as rivers flow, danger more than mortals know. Beware the Fae's enchanted song, for revenge is swift and strong.
All right. Hello, everyone. It has been a hot minute. Shadow, can you double check to make sure my voice is coming through? Because last time I streamed, it was not.
Just catching up. Yes, it's coming through.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, people have gotten sick, still are sick, recovering from being sick, and uh, and there is a. I'm about to snooze that for 5 minutes. So, there's been a lot that happened in the past several weeks, but I'm glad that we are starting this back up again. There's going to be a couple changes coming up, but you'll see that as we go on. So, without further ado, greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Feywild's Revenge, another thrilling chapter in the vast tapestry of demons and deities. My name is Silent, your storyteller and guide through the mysteries of Kotera, and I am delighted to have you join on this journey. Last time, our agents tracked the Frostfang raiders through the snow, only to experience a strange loss. Herb vanished into golden dust, and most of the agents seemingly forgot he ever existed. Except for Tozu. Pressing on, they discovered the ruined Frostfang encampment and rescued a baby lepogryph named Cryo, who led them to an ice cavern where Rayla Fairn had a mighty Frostmoon dragon in chains. The tense battle followed, golems freezing magic, and Rayla striking from the shadows. But in the end, Shadow landed the final blow, and the agent stood victorious. But the question remains, what was Rayla planning? And who was she really working for? Tonight, we continue the adventure. So grab your dice, and let's dive in. And thank you, Tato, for the hydrate or dihydrate.
Yep. Just make sure everyone has their water.
Honestly, we all
is
need
important.
it right
Yep.
Yep.
Especially when you're sick.
now. I don't know what you mean.
Yes, totally not knowing what you mean.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Absolutely no idea.
Can't.
And,
I'm not doing this on purpose. I literally can't stop.
Hey, Clutch, we will go carsy. We will drive people carsy, I guess. So, the ice cavern falls silent. The fractured remains of Rayla Farron's golems scattered across the icy floor. Her lifeless body lies sprawled amidst the wreckage, her crimson hair a stark contrast against the pale frost. So, what do you do?
Go check out her body and see if there's anything interesting on it.
Okay.
I was like, was that a no? An incorrect answer, Beep? I'm confused.
I don't
That was my oven. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I was like, wrong answer. You all die. Oh,
No,
God.
the cavern collapses, you will die. New characters, everyone.
Oh, God.
Oh.
But I like my turtle.
I'm
glad you do.
Sorry, yes.
Oh, yes, you can.
I kind of.
Sorry, Shadow's going forward to check out the body. Mia, you said you wanted to do something?
Never mind.
Are you gonna be able to do any voice today?
We'll find out.
It's a little cold in here. Not good. For an old man's lungs. I will make sure to. I'll come with you to check out the body. I need to see about some things.
Okay.
I kind of walk over with Shadow to the body.
All right. So you step forward, and I need both of you to roll perception check for me, please.
What's my perception again?
I don't know why I can never remember my Sentinel human trait that specifically allows me to roll on a specific type of check that my brain can literally never remember.
Okay.
Sentinel's intuition on wisdom, insight, or perception checks. Every single time I do this. Never mind. It didn't matter. I got a 10.
18.
And this is Ryla's body you're looking at?
Correct.
It might actually be the snow next to it, in my case.
I rolled low, so both of you see this, especially in the dark, cavernous space. You see her gauntlets glowing this hellish red. This this crimson energy is kind of like crackling over it slowly, like lightning in slow motion as you approach her body. And Miyu, as you reach in to confirm the kill, the air behind you splits with a fiery crack, the scent of sulfur rushing in like a wave. A swirling portal of flame roars to life, its light casting long shadows across the cavern walls. From the inferno steps a striking figure, an albino tiefling, a woman with long, flowing white hair and crimson eyes that gleam with amusement. Her black armor is sleek and intricately designed with infernal sigils, and her presence radiates authority. A playful smile curls her lips as she takes the scene before her. "Well, finally," she says, her sultry voice cutting through the stillness like a blade. "I was beginning to think you'd never get the job done."
Shadow's
Well,
just gonna
anyway.
you.
Anyways, these gauntlets are very dangerous. They can sometimes call people into places you don't want them to be.
"Oh, please, don't be like that, Miyu. We've known each other for ages."
And it can also apparently sometimes talk to you.
She approaches and attempts to kind of like run a finger down your Oni mask.
Shadow's
No.
looking over like, what the heck?
Just smacks her hand.
Oh, she
No.
Like, lightly.
She dodges her hand out of the way and presses her hand against your chest.
Does
It hasn't been
does everyone
that
else see
long.
this?
Say what?
Does everybody else see this too?
Yes. It's hard to miss
All
a
you see-
giant glowing portal.
Right? I miss him.
So just like whatever he's doing, his head just flips like 180 backwards. His head just facing the other way. He stares at the person that just walked out of his portal, and like then the body follows afterwards.
God.
She lets out a soft laugh, her tail flickering lazily behind her. "Oh, darling, you know exactly why I'm here."
Shadow again glances over at Miyu and mouths, "Darling?"
And I just like look over.
This is why you don't touch strange objects.
I
You get
didn't touch
strange people who apparently like to break your personal bubble and touch. Why are you still touching my chest?
"I'm here to make
Tries
sure
to, like-
everything's in order."
Just like pushes the hand away.
Stop it.
Our master will be very pleased to hear that you've taken care of this little mess for him.
You know I work at my own pace, and so does he.
Be that as it may. Her gaze shifts to the body, then back to you. Ryla was always a little ambitious. But trying to keep those gauntlets for herself, she should have known better. She reaches down and plucks off the gauntlets. Still, I give her credit.
So what, we don't get spoils now?
Oh, You'll be rewarded in due time. In fact, she steps closer to you and places a hand on your chest.
You really like doing that, don't you?
Oh,
At this point, Shadow's just
absolutely.
trying not to like die laughing, watching Miu's like responses to this. She's just like, okay, this is I don't know who this person is, but I like them in the case of the fact that they're making Miu uncomfortable and it's hilarious.
Lyle has high hopes for you, Miu. Her voice low and almost tender. So
You
I'm giving
can-
you a little something
Hold up.
special.
Wait, whoa. Wait.
Ah,
A gift from our master to one of his most intriguing servants. I need you to make a constitution save.
Did you see Tozu looking back and forth and like just raises a hand slowly to his mouth like, oh.
where's the?
We have a name.
We're gonna kiss.
Oh, if only we were just that.
We're gonna do more than kiss.
Oh God.
They're gonna hold hands.
Oh no. Constitution. Oh, I'm good at that. I am, but I just said something, so.
Yeah. Knock on wood. 17. Not bad.
Cool.
So you succeed, but
Good.
it doesn't stop it from hurting.
No, I just can manage it, I guess.
You feel a fiery energy surge into you, wrapping around your arms like chains of molten iron. For a moment, it feels excruciating, as though she's binding you into place. Then the sensation shifts. Images flash through your mind: an infernal arena, endless ashen skies, and a domain where flames burn for eternity. You now have access to a little slice of our domain, she whispers, her voice dripping with satisfaction. Summon it when you need to even the odds. Draw your prey in, and remind them that there's no escape from hell. She steps back, watching your reaction with delight.
I just kind of like look down after finishing wincing, look back up and go,
You really had to spoil it all, didn't you? Look at their faces. It was a great audience. You had to go and tell. I'm assuming he wanted you to say this. What's going on?
Just say things are going to be a bit more interesting moving forward. And she looks over, kind of noticing the rest of the group for the first time. Like, oh, you must be the rest of the team. How charming.
Those are waves.
She gives a little curtsy and a blows a kiss. Such a charmer. Well, go on.
I just kind of like this like slightly distorted face I make while I look at her.
Did you call him a...
Looks over at Tozu, looks back.
a charmer? That's new.
Well, don't try not to waste this little gift. I'd hate for such a delightful toy to go unused.
I kind of like, and then I look back.
Oh. I think I may understand.
Good. Enjoy. But seriously,
You-
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but you still haven't told me why you had to come here yourself.
Oh, Darling,
We
I'm
are-
just the messenger. A very interesting
We-
messenger.
You and I both know we are not messengers. In this sense.
We all fit into different roles, don't we? To get the job done. But seriously, Miyu, we need to catch up sometime. How about a bowl of noodles next time you're in hell? I know this fantastic little place on the Fifth Circle. You'd love it. Best spicy broth you'll ever have.
Isn't that literally the place that I visit? That you continue to follow me to?
Oh, are you following me? We just have similar interests.
Following is based on precedence, and I'm usually there first.
She boops your nose. Oh, you're funny, Miyu. And don't keep me waiting too long. I hate being stood up. And she just
And like,
turns in place and marches back to the portal. Ta-ta.
it is mid like hand swap of like trying to swat the hand away. She turns away like, damn it.
With that, she disappears through into the slowly closing portal before the flames wink out of existence.
Miyu just like is rubbing the brow of his forehead, like the bridge of his nose, just like, oh god.
What was that name again?
Anyways.
Name of which?
With the one she mentioned as their like mutual master.
Roll a history check.
Um, me and history don't get along
Thank you, creativity.
like at all. Hey, an 18. That's a 19.
Hey,
Damn
love
it.
to see it.
Yeah. I don't. I do. It's entertaining, but also secrets.
Stick with
You remember Belial.
how do you spell that?
Like baloney.
It is spelled
Belial.
Belial.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then I can actually send you this, Retsu.
Where's the land sauce? I know it's not that, but that would have been funny.
Surprise, you're getting land sauce.
Yes! Okay. I will save and read this.
Very well. So, the rest of you, Shadow, you're trying not to laugh. Tozu, you got flirted with by an albino tiefling. And what are the rest of you doing?
Is the dragon still here?
Yes.
I'm gonna go talk to the dragon.
All right. Perfect. Ryu, what are you doing?
Ryu was poking around the golems, trying to see if there's anything interesting on them.
Near the what? I didn't quite hear that part.
Poking around the golems, trying to see if there's anything
Go.
interesting or worth on them.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check. Let's just see what you find. Sparky will get to you in a moment.
Okay.
$25.
You find a vegetable. What's the word? You pretty much find a treasure trove of components, like gears and stuff made from precious metals. and inlaid jewels that helped run these monstrous golems. There's rubies, there's sapphires, there's diamonds, a lot of diamonds, and gears made of platinum.
I'm just grabbing everything that I can off of them, basically.
Yep.
For each one, of course. I'm not going to just stop at one.
Very well. Basically, you find about 64 precious gems, as well as 4 relatively intact platinum gears
Awesome.
that are about the size of like a small dish.
Nice.
So Sparky,
Packing these away.
all right, pack them away. The cavern feels like it holds its breath as the last of the heavy iron chains binding the Frostmoon Dragon falls to the icy floor with a resonating clang. The immense creature stirs, their silver scales catching the dim light of the glowing crystals beneath them. Their feline-like face lifts slowly, their deep sapphire eyes blinking open. Oh, thank you, strangest. For a moment, their feline face lifts slowly, their deep sapphire eyes blinking open, their depths filled with the weariness and an otherworldly wisdom. For a moment, they don't move, their massive wings tucked close to their sides, as if unsure of their newfound freedom. Thank you. Excuse me. Sparky, what do you do?
That's a good question.
That's why I asked.
I'm gonna say hi, and then tell them my name, and hopefully I can understand their language.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Press the wrong button. The Frostmoon Dragon looks down at you.
Young one made of metal. You have my thanks.
You have such a lovely voice.
She does a quick cough. My apologies. I've been under wraps, as it were, for far too long.
Nice. What are you gonna do with your newfound freedom?
They're about to answer when, from behind Shadow, a small silver-white form darts forward. It's Stardust, the baby Frostmoon Dragon, as it bounds through the cavern, her tiny wings fluttering as she trills a high-pitched cry of joy. Her little paws skid on the icy floor as she reaches the larger dragon, pressing herself against the towering figure's front leg with a frantic snuffling.
Shadow automatically runs after Stardust, stops a respectful distance,
Mm-hmm.
but is like, Stardust, hun, question. So she's like, I'm concerned.
The adult dragon lowers her head, her breath coming in and out in soft puffs of mist as she inspects the tiny creature clinging to her. Her eyes widen with recognition, and a deep, melodic rumble escapes her throat. Her massive wings unfurl slightly, and she curls protectively around Stardust, her movements surprisingly gentle for her size. The dragon finally lifts her head to regard the group. Her voice fills the air like a clear chime of frozen bells, deep and resonant, carrying the weight of age and power. I am Icefire, matriarch of the Frost Moon Dragons, she says, her tone regal but warm. You have my gratitude, mortals, for breaking the chains that bound me and reuniting me with my child, Stardust. Her gaze lingers on her pup, who chirps happily before her rushing back to you, Shadow, wrapping herself around your leg.
Do they just know even when she's in the egg? Because we found her in the egg, yeah?
There's a certain sense all of my children have that I recognize.
That was out of character question.
It does share your eye.
Shadow's just kind of in awe. She's looking over at, Stardust and then back at, Mom. And so she's just kind of like hugging Stardust and then looking back and forth and like, I'm not certain what to say here because this is also my baby.
Icefire continues, her eyes sweeping over the group. You risked your lives to free me from the clutches of those who sought to bend my will. Such courage and kindness are rare in this world.
I agree. You are... Do you know why you were being targeted? By this one, and I kind of point to the dead body.
She lifts a forward paw and uses a claw to point at Rayla's collapsed form. This one intended to transport me to the Feywild, a prize for her master. Though this was not the first time she has enacted such treachery. Her claws...
That's...
Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I was just saying, that's not surprising.
Her claws scrape the icy floor as she shifts, frustration rippling through her voice. At least 6 other creatures, majestic dragons and lepogryphs alike, beings who rule these mountains and guard its balance, have already fallen into her hands. Each one has been taken from this plane, delivered to her master like trophies.
I see. That was her sin of imbalancing the balance. I'm a little tired after that fight, I'm sorry.
That is quite all right. Each disappearance weakens the magic that sustains these peaks, throwing the balance of the land into chaos, allowing the magics to run rampant, and causing those who were foolish to climb these peaks and perish and rise again. I ask of you, and she looks at all of you, find the others if you can. Rescue them if you dare. For each of them, lost is another step towards ruin, for your world and mine.
Can I roll an insight check?
Absolutely.
All right. I am middling at insight checks. 1d4. 15. That's
15.
Yeah.
It's above
That's
average.
about. That's yeah. That's like a good, but not like amazing.
So what are you looking for?
So I'm looking for how she said, well, your world and mine, even though we are in one world right now, as far as, well, I thought we were aware.
So
It's like more like a question of, is she referencing our world, or what world is she referencing? Like, is she alluding to something else?
from your role, which was really good, she's referencing the world she's referring to as of her own is the mountains, the
Okay,
the big circle of mountains going around the Withering Wastes, just that whole region, and referencing your world as the civilized population.
gotcha.
So just different areas of the same world.
Correct.
Gotcha. Makes sense. One day, I will not be dying slightly.
She looks at you, Miu, as you cough. It would seem you could use a warm cup of tea.
You have no idea.
Shadow kind of glances over and is like, among other things. This time not being snarky, just like quite literally like, yeah, we're in rough shape.
Which, to be fair, that does give me an idea.
And I kind of like turn to the group.
We should probably use my home to rest again here shortly. But before that,
Looking down at the dragon and the little stardust.
what do you want to do, little one?
Icefire looks at Stardust as she clings to Shadow and gives a sad smile. Little one, it would seem you have found your bonded, as I have centuries ago. She looks over at Shadow, deep into your eyes. Child, watch over my Stardust, for she is worth more than all the gold in these mountains.
Does Shadow know what she means by her bonded?
Roll a nature check.
It's just a straight. Three.
You got no idea. You are not familiar with dragon culture.
Congratulations. It's a word.
Yeah. Shadow's just gonna kind of look questioningly at her and be like, what does that mean?
A companion for life. Not in the marital sense, but in one that walks beside you, protects you, and supports each other.
Well, I certainly always plan on doing that for her. Wait, I can't remember. Shoot. Was Stardust he or she?
She.
She. I thought so, but okay. I'm also so overtired, sorry.
Then she has chosen well. But before you all depart, I must give my gratitude. She reaches behind her, behind the big, massive pile of crystals, and she pulls out several things. And I will copy and paste them into the chat, or in the campaign chat. And you guys can divvy them up as you see fit. But I will read the list in a moment.
So make Shadow handle all of the loot, right?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not a walking purse!
You're like a bag of holding.
I have
It's
the
better
bag
than
of
a bra.
holding.
Exactly. It's better than being
Yeah.
a walking purse.
Oh my gosh.
With great
Right.
power comes great responsibility.
These gifts are bound with my essence, she says. In moments of peril, they will serve as both shield and guide. Carry them well, mortals, and remember, you have a friend in the mountains.
Or
Did I actually hear someone hiss like a pterodactyl? Because if so, that was hilarious.
I don't
If
know.
not,
I don't
I
see
may be
Mary.
going insane. So
there's a pterodactyl in your house.
there's a different level of concern depending on which happened. So
Ooh, shinies.
I'm reading through it right now. Ice Fire's Club.
Lots and lots of
Ooh.
shiny. Circlet of Perception.
Question for
Does
Stardust.
Tozu need to see more?
How did they get a drop of Stardust here? Was it literally just now she made this?
And Stardust in this context is
A different Stardust?
I would say yes, it is Stardust's actual tier.
So Bomb just made it just now?
Correct.
Uh-huh. Cool. At least it
Or
was
as
a happy
Ryu
tier, I
goes,
think.
Bittersweet.
I found Bomb.
Ryu
There
has
you-
interest in 3 items, but we'll see. I'm sorry, this is off
Out of character.
Out of character.
out of character. 3 items is what Ryu is interested in. But we'll see how it all breaks down.
Yeah, some of these are pretty cool.
yeah,
Forgot I need to get more blood for my wand.
Okay.
He says the feedback.
I don't know if you should do that.
I gotta fill up at the blood station.
I was like, I don't know if you should try that with the dragon.
Like, I know this great place where we can find some blood. It's a guy. His name's Herb.
I don't think
told you,
plants have blood, buddy.
I was going to say, are you?
I think
I
that's
think
called
we
chlorophyll.
Yeah, I definitely think we need to get back so I can feed Tozu. He keeps talking about herb and spices, but never the spices.
I know a Colonel Sanders that has herbs and spices.
Does he want
Really?
oregano? Oh.
I would love to meet him someday.
It's a secret blend, though. He doesn't tell anybody.
Oh, keeping your recipe secret makes him a smart man.
So that Icefire grants you leave as she goes up to. There's a big kind of a hole in the ice cavern at the top of the roof, and she gives kind of a final bow with her head, and lifts off through the roof.
Like, I just look up and watch her fly away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that as a hint that we should also probably leave. I am cold.
Shadow's gonna look down at Stardust and just kind of hold her arms out, letting Stardust decide if she wants to jump up and get carried or what she wants to do.
Oh, she wholeheartedly jumps up into your arms.
Shadow's gonna give her a big hug and snuggles, and like she's burying her face kind of down on her, trying not to cry, because she was just realizing how she could have not had her, that she could have left, and so she's like, okay, I'm not gonna cry, I'm fine.
Like I said, it was going to be
Over.
emotional.
I
Let's-
panicked silently for a little bit at first when I realized what you were doing. I had a moment of panic. I was like, my baby.
Looking over. Let's go somewhere warm. Where your not tears won't freeze to your face. Is everyone good?
Shadow's just gonna nod.
Yeah, I'm good.
He tells you like wipe a tear off his face, but it's not like he didn't like lift the mask. No, the tear's going down the mask, not like underneath it. It just like appeared on it.
Okay.
Shadow kind of
Do
glances.
they freeze? That's the question. Yes.
Shadow kind of glances over, looks at Tozy with a tear, shakes her head, and just cuddles Stardust again. She's like, no, I'm not even gonna. No.
It's like mine.
All right. So, Miyu.
Now that we are all here, do you remember my candy?
Yeah, I just pull out a piece of candy.
It is time to head back home. For the time being. Everyone get close.
Where's we left Fee or Garnet, sorry. And Cryo and Pixie, I think also. Excuse me, also.
At the entrance of the
Somewhere.
cavern.
Yeah. We need to go get them? Question mark.
Like halfway about to pop into his mouth.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot the kids at the store.
you're correct. I can wait, or I guess we can just go there, because it doesn't matter. God, the blue raspberry ones are too tempting.
I put it back in my pouch.
So you guys go
Let's
to the
go.
go to the at the entrance of the cave, and Garnet is nowhere to be found. But sitting there in the snow, just kind of chilling, literally, is Cryo. And he's just happy as a clam, you know, like,
Pixie's gonna run up to Cryo, and she's like, do you know where Garnet went?
uh,
Are you okay?
there was big blue flash, and she disappeared. I thought she was hiding, so I snuck around. I lost her scent.
She must have been called away.
Oh, called away where?
That is a wonderful question. I would love to know the answer.
You know, a little warning would be nice. They
That's
seem
what
to
I'm
just do this a
saying.
lot.
It would be nice if somebody left us, like, a page. Like a written page. Maybe we can call it the pager system. I don't know. Something to let us know. But
What?
now, do we have everyone?
Oh, you guys are leaving too?
Would you like
No.
to come with us? We're just gonna go take a little rest at our friend's house.
Ooh, new places. I want to go.
Shadow's gonna kind of glance at Miyu and then just be like, of course you can come.
Of course. Just don't get in the trash can.
There's not a lot of fun in there.
No.
And knowing our friend, there's probably danger in there somehow.
I look at Shadow.
You do remember my friends at my house, right?
Mm-hmm. The key
One.
loves me.
Yes. The trash can is a friend as well.
Cool.
Yes, it's very useful. Anyways, are we all ready?
Shadow's gonna gather Cryo, Pixie, and Stardust all close. And then nod.
Everyone else?
Ready.
Here to go.
All right.
I'm just like Mia's just really slowly bringing the can up, looking at everyone like, come on.
Like, are you
That's
ready
really good.
yet?
Okay, and I eat it.
All right. And with a
Oh no, herb!
flash of magical energy, you all wink out of existence and reappear at the front steps to Miyu's house. And
Do you need
As
help
we
getting
land there
in?
in front of my house.
mhm,
Herb, no, we forgot him.
I kind of look around. Does anyone believe me?
Insight?
yes.
I was gonna say,
I probably wanted to just say Ryu just doesn't believe you out the game.
I was like, hold on.
But wait a
yeah,
minute.
Shadow would. I feel like she'd automatically. She's like, okay, he was just mocking him, so
I thought it was kind of funny. Anyways, welcome back to my home.
Shadow, you don't believe him at all.
no.
Then I kind of like walk back in, go into the house.
Everyone,
It's certainly
come in.
warmer than the cave.
Yeah. Make yourself at home. Well,
And looks at the rest of you.
maybe not as at home as last time. At least ask first before you poke through another man's shadow barrier.
Hey, I got a cool stick though.
Hey, I didn't get to explore last time. I was training. the
I
whole
got a
time.
cool stick too. It's made of bone.
But you don't have.
It speaks
God.
to me.
I need tea. Tea. Where is my tea?
Like, just turns from the conversation, goes to kitchen.
It's just like no, just no.
Ryu whispers to Mew, when are we taking that away from him?
So, Miyu,
going
you
to
go
get
to the
dangerous.
kitchen to make yourself some tea. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I got was to say, poking around through all.
Rio, it's my turn.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Tozu's gonna follow. Seeing that Miyu's doing
12.
something interesting.
12. Unfortunately, you don't really find much. You don't find this
Darn.
shadow barrier that Miyu was talking about.
I'm so curious.
Like you're checking the shelves, you're checking the couch that you were a Dorito for a little bit.
So,
But
Would
it's,
Tozu be able to do it also because he went with him?
like you went with Miyu or you went with
I went with Ryu.
Yeah.
You wanted to poke around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll
just
a
follow him
separate
around.
investigation check.
Investigation. 2. And that one.
Also no. You're like,
It was here last
it was
time.
here. That's for rolling that natural 20 earlier for the vibe check.
mm-hmm.
So,
Worth it.
are they rolling perception? Was that what it was, or
Investigation.
Investigation.
To try and
Shadow's also
refine
gonna.
the hidden
Yeah,
wall.
Shadow's also gonna just kind of look to see if she can see it or not, just for the fun of it. Not gonna go through. Just wants to see if she
Perception
can
check
find
then.
it. Yeah. What is my perception? So that would be 4.
I hope you all realize this is like a relatively open space concept house. Like, I can fucking see you all doing this.
Shadow's
Just
not
throw that out
moving.
there.
That was my
Shadow's
choice.
not moving.
no.
She's still cuddled with her guy. She's just looking around to see if she can see it.
That's fair.
Nope.
I know. It's just, I think it's really
Nope.
funny that you're all like, we're going to try and sneak away and look at this. And I'm just in my kitchen watching you all patting my walls. And I'm just like,
Whoever said I was sneaking, I didn't roll a stealth roll.
I know. Just, I
I want you
knew.
to see this.
Yes.
You see
We
Cozy
will
walk
find it
up
again.
confidently, like, it's this one. Wait, no, it's this one. No, wait, fuck. Yeah.
But yeah, Shadow, you don't see where it was last time.
So, yeah, she just keeps quiet then. She's just kind of looking around and is like, never mind. She's got her arms full with Cryo, Pixie, and Stardust, kind of been like, okay, guys, let's do Cuddle Puddle. Who can find some blankets?
You all go
And she
to the
looks over at
couch.
me like, help.
Yeah.
Just that I don't know what blankets I can take. How?
I just putting my teapot down, teacups out. I just look at my blankets. They'll wrap around you.
Okay. So she nods over at the blankets for the for all little ones.
All right. The four of you sit down on one of the couches, and like snakes, the blankets slither over to you and start kind of like gently wrapping up on you.
I don't entirely love that description, but okay.
You're welcome. And it's nice and cozy. Anyway. So, me, you go to your
No.
kitchen.
I have gone to my kitchen.
And
where is my tea?
You go to the cupboard to where you normally store your tea, and you open it, and it is bare. Except for a small, singed piece of parchment with some writing on it.
Oof.
You wanted to know.
Oof. I grab the parchment. I just unroll it.
Yep.
He didn't.
And there are the words in glowing crimson text. You had such a lovely selection, I couldn't let it bear stay behind.
That little imp.
Just again, inching the brow of my nose, just like.
Are you heckin' kidding me?
I turn around to the group, who's still patting my walls and now has my blankets. We are out of tea. Our little friend from before decided he needed to acquire from my collection. If you wouldn't mind, would you be willing to go to town with me?
Wait, there's a town here?
In this house?
No,
Wait,
no, not in this house.
did we not see that door last time?
No, it's not. I don't have a town.
Do you have a front
attached-
door?
Yes, we walked in the front door.
I thought we just kind of appeared here.
No,
You appeared at the front door,
you
and
appeared.
you walked up.
Even though I opened it relatively quickly, doesn't mean that there's not a door there.
Shadow
But
goes, this time.
How many doors are in this place?
Wait,
16.
you have neighbors?
technically, yes, I do
Oh.
actually have neighbors. We are in the Feywilds.
I think we gotta go say hi, maybe bring him a gift.
The concept of distance and travel is very different in the Feywilds.
Which is something Shadow is familiar with, yes, Silent?
Sorry, say again? I was reading
Which
messages.
is something Shadow is familiar with, correct?
Oh. Feywild, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So she's just kind of like, good luck finding that. She's getting sleepy and cuddle puddled. So she's like, yeah, good luck finding those neighbors. She looks over at Miyu and goes, But if you send them to find neighbors, they won't be patting down your walls.
I mean, to be fair, my brain keeps forgetting the name of this town. What is the town name again?
Lumendel.
Lumendel. I was just going to bring you all into Lumendel. I actually know of a wonderful Fey Cat Cafe that has incredible croissants, scones, conveniently.
Wait,
Um,
did you say scones?
I did say scones.
Why did you say scones?
Because it has scones. It's on the menu, along with its croissants, some really good steak, as well as lots of sweets. I think we should get and go and visit there, because it's also close to my the why did I say herb? The tea shop.
Yeah, why did you say herb?
I don't know. I was thinking like herbs.
It's
a
because of the
spicy
scones.
shop.
It was his favorite thing, is the scones. See, you remember.
Herbs.
You just don't know you remember. I'm not crazy, I'm telling you.
Herbs don't
I
have
think they typically put herbs and scones.
good. I
No,
don't know.
Herb was his name. He's a little eccentric, little short green dude, but he was still our friend.
A short green dude like a plant, or
I think we're hitting goblins with us.
Okay, Tozu is not allowed to have my special tea anymore.
sounds like he's had too much specialty.
Well,
Shadow's
then
ears perked
maybe.
up though the
I mean, I
moment
do
he
have
heard-
a specialty, thank you. I like to teleport around, it's kind of my thing. But I don't know what you mean by that. You can't have my thing, that's my thing. I like to teleport around.
And yes, you heard the Fey Cat Cafe.
Oh, we should go
She's
there.
like, I also heard steak. She's looking at the little ones though, and she's like, is it safe to leave them here? Because I don't think they should come.
My home is very safe, yes.
Unless they get into the trash or
The trash, to be fair, is designated to be trash. It is the only one that, if it tries to eat you while you stick your hand inside, trying to grab the last bit of muffin you accidentally knocked off the table,
Thank you, Phoenix.
it will bite you.
I think Stardust isn't that old. I think this is a possibility that we have to account for.
But
Also, I did the same thing, so it happens to people.
see, it happens sometimes. But yes, they will be very, very safe here.
Phoenix is wondering if they have pocket bacon.
I mean, of course.
Mm.
It's just Tozu.
Yes, always a bucket bacon.
It is the Feywilds. They may have changed and have added various other meats. But I think you should all come along so we can go and see the town. And
Hey.
stop trying to poke around in my house.
Out of character. Hey, Retsu.
Uh-huh.
Go look at Phoenix's comment.
Oh. Thank you so
second
much.
last one.
Tozu, I appreciate it.
Pocket bacon?
The one before that.
Bucket bacon.
Should she just call me an old fart?
Mhm.
He is old.
Yeah,
And likes to fart. Yes.
Not that you're aware of yet. Wow.
I wonder if Belial likes to fart also.
I
don't
would be extremely careful saying that name
out loud.
Fine. How about we call him? I don't know. It's a good name. I look over at like Shadow.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's a good
what do they look like? Do I know what they look like? Have I known? Do I know this? Have I heard this name before?
Roll a religion check at disadvantage.
A disadvantage. Oh no, I'm already not good at these.
Suffer.
Watch me roll a double nat 20 just cause.
Religion. Where's my?
At that
I'm
point-
actually. Never mind. I'm actually pretty good at these.
And you said that.
15.
Wait, plus
At
6?
disadvantage.
You're-
That
Yes. Sorry.
Your option-
14. Yes.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
14 at disadvantage. I got a.
God damn.
doesn't strike as familiar to you.
Interesting. Well, what do we call this spooky man?
Hmm.
How about you just don't?
Aaron.
Herman? I kind of like Herman. I think it's a cool name.
That works too.
I definitely thought that's what you said.
So
So all votes on Herman.
Once again, Miyu is just like pinching the bridge of his nose and like rubbing his forehead. Like,
I need my tea. Time to go to the store.
walk over to a little like, it's like a little like glass jar with like a little metal rounded top on the top that has candy in it. Because I have lots of candy everywhere.
I made a bulk deal with our friend. Make shopping much easier. Please, everyone, get relatively close again, and we will head out to town.
Ryu's interested, so he joins.
Shadow
Mhm.
slowly extracts herself from the blanket, just grudgingly, like, "Mm." And she reminds her little gang, she's like, all right, guys, you guys can stay here and nap. Please stay in this spot. If nothing else, no trash can. It could eat you.
okay.
Don't say that. Now they're gonna fight the trash can.
I think with their personalities, they'll be like either smart enough to, or just like scared enough that they're like, yeah, no.
The Epic
no.
Adventures of Cryo and
Oh boy, that sounds like a
A
Disney
one
movie.
shot.
or the Misadventures, I guess.
Dude, that would be an adorable one shot. The misadventures of the little ones in Miyu's house.
Oh,
Oh my
That'd be
gosh.
really cute.
Uh,
All right. Now that everyone is close,
And he
Everyone-
takes the candy.
time to get tea.
And he eats the candy.
Once again, you're surrounded by the familiar transportation magic, and you portal into what used to be a town.
Mew,
Lumendel.
you may not have tea.
How
once-
long ago was your last visit here?
Radiant village of glowing crystal spires and golden leaf trees lies in ruin. Smoke rises in thick black columns, blotting out the Feywild's ever-shifting sky. The village's radiant lights are gone, replaced by the flicker of flames devouring what remains of the homes and streets. Dozens of bodies litter the cobblestone roads, their forms crumpled in heaps. Some clutch weapons as if they died fighting, others lie with hands outstretched as though reaching for help that never came. The faint crackle of fire and the groaning collapse of weakened structures are the only sounds in the eerie silence. What would you like to do?
I
Shadow's
don't
gonna
think
look
the
at
universe
Mew.
likes you today.
Yeah, Shadow's gonna look at Mew and go like, I don't think you're having any tea today.
I look at Shadow.
If you are a resident of the Feywilds, you know this place.
Do I? Silent.
Roll a history check at advantage.
Meh. Okay, 1 second.
It's an advantage, so yay.
Yes, this is true. History check? Oh, I don't have anything
Correct.
for history, so that's just a straight roll. Oops. 2. D20. And with the space in between, that does it separate, yes?
Yes.
So yes.
19.
19.
Nice.
That's really good. Pull up the town info for you. So, Shadow, you remember Lumendel as a picturesque village nestled in the heart of the Feywild, surrounded by lush, vibrant forests and mystical gleaming meadows. It is usually bathed in soft, enchanting glow, emanating from the ethereal lanterns that hang from the trees and homes. Elaborate archways and elegant carvings decorate the buildings, displaying the intricate craftsmanship of the Fey inhabitants. It's renowned for its deep connection to the natural world. Its residents live in harmony with the creatures and flora that call the Feywild their home. It used to be a population of Eladrin, pixies, sprites, and other woodland fey creatures. The residents live live harmoniously alongside the talking animals and the sentient plants that inhabit the village. The distribution of the populace is so diverse it's a melting pot, but it is harmonious with each other. But this is not what you see before you.
I was gonna say, Shadow's just kind of like staring around, kind of dumbfounded, just like, what? What?
Yes.
You're looking around, right, Shadow? Roll me a
Mhm.
perception check.
Uh-huh.
And as you're looking around, and I kind of like look with her,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
Just a straight perception check.
Straight perception check.
Uh-huh.
While she's doing that, what are the rest of you guys doing?
21.
21, perfect.
I'm not sure if I'm comforted or not by that.
So there's like no people? It's like a ruin, right?
Correct. There's ruined buildings. There are bodies everywhere.
Oh, Toad's gonna go walk around and make sure like no one's like suffering. Like, if there's anyone like still alive, make sure like nobody that might try to kill them as soon as we like stop moving.
All right. Give me an investigation check. Sparky, what are you doing?
Damn.
well, while you're about to walk away, Tozu, I just quickly put my hands on your shoulder.
Just be careful in the Feywilds when you are not in the protection of my home. Traveling and even walking down the street can cause time distortion or even planes and distances to change. Focus on your destination and coming back, and you will be okay. Just don't wander. I'm serious, Tozu.
Shadow's kinda-
Wandering. And immediately he starts just like his head just
No
kind of like
wander.
drifting off to the side.
Shadow's head snaps back.
We'll hold
towards
hands
Mew,
so we
and
don't
she's
get
like,
lost.
listen to, and she's sharply like, listen to Mew on this, please.
But okay. Yeah. Also, I got a 12.
You're looking around the various bodies that are nearest to you. They it looks like a scene out of Carnage. There's people cut from shoulder to hip. There's people that look like they have been burned alive. There are no survivors.
You would want to try and observe to see if there's any more an existing threat, and or see like what could have been the cause of this.
Okay.
Based off the damage or destruction.
Yeah. So,
that'd be
Ryu, give me
investigation or perception.
I'd say investigation.
22.
22. That's really good.
Yeah.
You're looking at the devastation, especially the buildings, the architecture, and it looks like their beings of grand power came and just took their might against these buildings like a wrecking ball. There are what look like burned holes in sides of the buildings. There are looks like someone took a saw through one of the beams, through the doors, through the walls. It is absolute carnage, but there's no real sign of any lingering danger that you can see. Shadow,
Mm-hmm.
with your 21, you're looking around the place where you used to visit when you used to live in the area, in the Feywild. And you see towards the center of the village, where the village square used to be, where there's piles of rubble and debris and fallen bodies, there standing, stuck into the ground, is a red banner standing defiantly, fluttering in the hot, smoky wind.
Do I recognize what's on the banner?
Are you going to approach the banner?
How well can I see it from where I am at?
Fairly well. It is a very large banner. Like, easily...
And at the moment, no. Shadow's gonna alert me to it.
And I'm just kind of scanning the carnage as well. I'm awestruck. Literally was here, not quite yesterday, but was like just here. And, you know, you tap me on the shoulder and I just look up.
Who would want to hurt this place? We should go see what idiot would want to place a banner on a place of unity, to tag it as their own place of carnage.
So again, before moving towards it, can she tell what's on it?
On the banner itself, the edges are ragged, charred from the firestorm that consumed the town. Upon the fabric is a bronze sigil of a grinning skull, crowned in a wreath of thorns, with the numerals IV etched beneath it.
Does Shadow know what that is?
Roll a history check at disadvantage.
Oh gosh, I'm tired. I just almost did like literally started typing in history.
Oh no.
Just slash history. Do things.
If only.
Oof. 3.
You have absolutely no idea what these symbols represent or who they're from. This is entirely alien to you.
Can you see what's on the banner?
Can you see what's on the banner? Give me a
I will
perception
roll a
check.
perception check. Yeah. I will squint my old eyes. Actually, not bad. Because I.
Yes. You can.
21. I put the reason as squints oldly and rolls a 21.
Yes.
That's
You
fantastic.
can absolutely see what's depicted on the banner. But
So
what you
Shadow's
also
like
see.
gonna ask him.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope, go for it.
Okay. There's also what looks like a piece of parchment that's been that a wax seal has been used to kind of glue it to the pole of the banner. But what's written on there you can't really make out. It's too far away.
Do I recognize the symbol as well?
The symbol. Roll me a history check at disadvantage.
Out of curiosity, why is it at disadvantage?
Well,
This is
there wasn't much of a difference.
Because he said so.
Yeah, you don't recognize this either.
I don't recognize it either.
Nope.
Which in this case, both of them are kind of like, do you know what it is? No. Do you know what it is? Crap.
I don't need to know what hill they've chosen to die on. Just that they have now chosen to die on one.
Fair
And I
enough.
kind of like just etch the image of that symbol in my brain.
I will send a picture of it later, but
Sounds good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys approach the banner at all?
So I was gonna scan the area first, make sure that there doesn't seem to be any obvious, semi-obvious, etc. Anything.
And I kind of like, I look over to you scanning.
You know that doesn't work in the Feywilds. Distance and time are different here. We aren't under a protection of the town anymore. And don't assume that we are. I think we should get to the banner, as it's one of the remaining structures here, and see if anything in the town has survived.
So just kind of nods. She's gonna draw her her bow just to kind of loosely carry it, just as a precaution.
Very well.
I am glad we didn't bring the little ones to see this.
So just kind of nods tersely, like, yeah.
Looks around.
Ugh,
Yeah.
where's Tozu?
Where is
Oh,
Tozu?
frick.
Tozu, where are
I'm
you?
with Tozu. Tozu, where are we?
Roll me 100.
Well, if you follow Tozu, Tozu's probably like off in the corner somewhere, like just like around the corner, just like looking at bodies, like following a breadcrumb trail of like bodies and like shit that and like messed up stuff on the ground, and then kind of like slowly just walk away.
Fair enough. Sparky, where are you?
I'm following Tozu. He looks like he knows what's up.
Fair enough.
I trust him with my ever soul.
Bad idea.
Ryu, what about you? You're
I would have stuck nearby you and Shadow, since they know what's what in the Feywild.
fair enough. So you approach the banner, and you're able to see what's on the parchment. It's written in common.
Which means they want anyone who's there to find it and read it.
Safely assume that. There it reads. The writing on the parchment is formal, almost cruelly detached in its verbiage. By the decree of the Fey King's Court, Lumendel has been designated as heretical. Its inhabitants, found in defiance of His Glorious Majesty's will, have been deemed irredeemable. Thus, the 4th Umbral Legion has been tasked to enact exterminatus upon this settlement. This village and its legacy are no more. May their fates serve as a warning to others who would dare stray from the King's light. For a unified Feywild, the King protects. And there on the
I was
stamp,
just going to look at me like dumbstruck, like, what?
the symbol on the wax seal holding this piece of parchment to the pole, it is. Let me see if I can find it. It is what looks like a set of keys made of bone over a fairy skull wearing a crown. Oh. What do you do?
Chad was just looking at me like dumbstruck, like, what?
And Miyu is just
Nothing.
miming into the distance because he forgot to unmute himself. Just like you just see Miyu just like open and close his mouth a couple times, about to say something, and just like finally.
I don't know what kind of group like them would come here to a place of gentleness and harmony. I don't know what kind of hollow soul sees this kind of warmth and decides it must burn.
Why am I turning like Norwegian?
Hey,
I
Hans
blame
and
the cold.
Franz.
Hans and Franz, it angered me so much that I am a new character now.
Nah, you just haven't had tea in a while.
I know.
But I don't understand this. I don't understand the kind of hatred, or if it is a cruelty for cruelty's sake.
But I look at Shadow and Ryu.
But I do know this is the one time I will say balance has not been maintained, and I will do this job for free. We need to figure out who these people are and why, or whether or not it really is the Fey King's court. They would not and should not normally do something like this.
Tozu, you're nearby, right?
Near enough. He didn't. He took the advice. Didn't go too far, but he's definitely out of sight for now. He's around. He's just around the corner.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm great at these. Let's see here.
Hope so.
What is it? Plus.
Plus 20 something.
It's plus 14.
Oh, not 20 something, but you know.
Close enough.
Yeah. Oh, I needed it. 18. I got a 4.
18 is exactly what you needed.
Oof.
The acrid smoke of the burning village swirls around you as you stand near the banner, its grim message hanging over your head like a death knell. Then, a sharp cry pierces the silence. A raven's caw, loud and echoing, followed by another and another. As you glance up, the sky grows dark with a mass of swirling black wings.
I look over at my raven and I'm like, "Did you call them here?"
The raven kind of looks at you and just cocks its head.
Tozu starts like running back, like
running.
Hey guys, look up.
I see Tozu and look up. Oh,
It's kind of hard to miss that.
Yes. The flock descends like a cyclone, feathers and shadows whipping around in a violent storm of motion. The ground trembles slightly as the whirlwind of ravens touches down in the square. And from the heart of the maelstrom steps a tall woman in a flowing white dress, its pristine fabric untouched by soot and blood around her. Her wide-brimmed sun hat obscures much of her face, but her jet-black hair cascades down her back like an inky river. Her pale complexion and commanding presence give her an aura of both sincerity, or not sincerity, serenity and menace.
Hey, how do you do that? I could do that, but I can only turn into one. How did you do multiple? Seems like a cool trick.
On either side that follow out of her are two Eladrin women in stark black armor, their features cold and unyielding. Their white hair flows freely in the breeze, and their piercing eyes survey the scene with detached authority. The whirlwind of ravens dissipates around them, leaving an unnatural calm in its wake. Retsu, you need tea. Should we take a short, 5-minute break?
That was in response to Tato saying I'm not getting tea to Miyu.
Oh, got it.
But I would say finish your thing, and if we want to take a break for tea and stuff like that, we definitely can.
Okay.
Talking wise.
Yeah.
Because I know you're coughing too.
Yeah,
You can grab some.
I am going to also need more tea.
I was gonna say a warm drink would be nice. My voice is going a little weird.
Yeah, we're all like
And the poor
in cold sickness mode. Yeah, so I think it's smart.
And plus, tea is good.
Yes.
One of the
Agreed.
ravens, larger than the others, lands atop a nearby corpse. Its ethereal claws sink into the body, and with a horrifying graceful motion, pulls out a shimmering soul. The translucent figure of the fallen villager flutters weakly in the raven's grip, its face contorted in fear and confusion. The raven takes flight, carrying the soul to the tall woman. She extends a hand. The soul is absorbed into her palm, vanishing like mist in her grasp.
Dude, does Tozu know her?
Gaze shifts, and you feel its weight like a tangible force, Tozu. She strides toward you with an air of purpose, her Eladrin guards flanking her silently. When she speaks, her voice is soft, but carries an edge sharp enough to cut through steel. She looks at you, her gaze piercing and unrelenting. Where have you been? She demands. Decades without a word, and you hide here.
I just got here, but yeah, well, some cool things have been going on, these magical powers and stuff. I'm having a lot of fun. Like, watch this, and I teleport just around the corner.
He cuts her hand through the air like a knife. Do you think you can vanish into this dungeon and avoid your obligations? Decades, Tozu. Decades without report, without so much as a whisper of your progress.
What do you mean, a dungeon?
We will answer that question when we return from our break.
Tea break time.
Tea break time.
Tea break. Tea break. Contemplation.
I recognize I don't have a BRB screen.
Oh no.
Well, I will solve that. Yes, please. Thank you. Just the one on the counter. Yeah, the one on the counter. Thank you. And now a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of sponsorship at the moment.
Wait. Perfect timing.
Thank you. Thank you. Right, if you haven't gone too far, I'll be right back. Is anyone else still here?
I'm back.
Okay. I will be right back. Retsu should be back shortly. He's finishing up his tea, or making his tea. Right on time. There's an air break. I'll be right back. My delivery guy here. Package arrived. I do not like cold tea. It is not enjoyable. Okay, so the question is the cable long enough? No. How's everybody in chat doing? Oh, thank you, Shadow. Hydrate. Glad to hear it, Tato. Here's the tea, also new.
Oh, I never muted myself. Okay, I'm back.
I haven't seen that one before, so I had to try it out.
The tea is here. Oh, also, Phoenix, I just read it. Milo's is amazing.
And it sits perfectly. The question is,
Nice.
will it work?
It should. So it doesn't keep everything hot. It just keeps it like it slows down the cooling process by making it slightly warm.
Yeah. Oh, it even has a timing key.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Warming tips. Don't submerge the coffee mug warmer into water.
Wow. Okay.
Great. Guess I could take that off my to-do list. The mug
God.
warmer will not boil any liquid. You can only warm liquids up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. The warming effect is different on different materials. It works best with a flat bottom, ceramic, or glass mug. Cups with thick bottoms or double bottoms may not work. Caution: hot service. During long periods of no usage, turn off and unplug.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
For the really abstract warnings, don't submerge this in water while it's on, it makes me I want to know if there's a story behind it. I wish there was a little QR code at the end of those kinds of warnings that would just have the related story on what happened to the person who was dumb enough to make us all have to read this.
Yeah, same. It's what happened?
Yeah.
You now have to have this warning.
Right.
Do we have everyone back?
So.
Back.
I'm here.
Tozu? Yep, Sparky's here. Tozu?
I am here.
Wonderful. Then we will dispense with the break time sign. All right. So, Miyu, you asked the question, what do you mean dungeon? Correct?
Correct.
Did I miss the knife hand, Silent?
Knife hand. Double knife hand.
Tozer redeemed it, so I wasn't certain if I just missed it.
We're dual wielding now.
We're armed and dangerous now.
Yeah, that's a 2-for-1 right there. That's a good deal. Got one free.
Mm-hmm. It's a cut above the rest.
The woman's gaze sweeps across the rest of you, her expression one of mild annoyance. And who are these strays you've collected? Do you think parading around with mortal companions would shield you from your responsibilities? You owe me answers, Tozu. Why have you been in this dungeon, and why is the work you abandon now falling to me?
Shadow bursts up.
Hey, why'd you call me a stray? I'm not a stray.
Tozu kind of looks down and be well, you see, these are my friends. This is Shadow. This is Miyu. He's, I don't actually get them yet.
I'm Miyu, a retainer of sorts of Belial. Not quite the stray you might think I am. Also, I still don't know what you meant by dungeon.
Oh.
Yeah, aren't dungeons caves?
She looks at each of you into your eyes, almost into your soul. You've been tampered with, haven't you? All of you. Oh, and she sits back and she laughs. Oh, how quaint. The dungeon dared to lay its filthy hands on my memories. Memories I carefully wove and preserved, only to have them twisted and stolen for its sick little games.
What?
See, I told you I wasn't crazy.
And she turns to her gaze narrows at you, Tozu. And you let it happen. You allowed yourself to forget. Did you think ignorance would absolve you of responsibility? That forgetting the truth would shield you from the consequence?
Are we not talking about Herb?
No. Silence. You don't get to speak until I'm finished. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Shadow is also
Who's, um,
slowly. She's holding on to her bow still, and it's just like slightly right. She is not happy with it.
That's a nat 1 for a 13.
Ha ha! Your mouth seals shut.
You know when like pirates when Jack like does the like mouth like that thing like when it he's just like does like the mouthing like oh god
His
okay
tongue's gone.
keeping my mouth shut now.
Just like that.
Me knows better on this one.
Because he just kind of puts his hands like together and like crosses them and just kind of like looks like kind of like lowers his head like kind of sitting there waiting.
Do you understand the insult this dungeon has made against me, against us? Her voice trembles with fury as she gestures to herself, then towards you. Her presence grows darker, colder, as if the light of the burning village is being devoured by her wrath. She steps closer to you, towering, her voice low, a low snarl. You were mine, Tozu. My connection, my influence on this plane. And you forgot. You allowed this, she gestures around her into the air, thing, to meddle with the memories I allowed you to keep. It is unacceptable. If this dungeon thinks it can toy with me, it is sorely mistaken. The Shadowfell is not a place of mercy, and you, Tozu, will atone for this.
This seems like a bad breakup.
Over at Tozu, like, what the frick is happening right
Looks
now?
at you, Miu. Well,
Yeah.
if it isn't the little old man playing at balance. How long has it been since we crossed paths, I wonder?
Don't remember. Wait, why do I remember?
Long enough for you to keep denying what is mine. Always so concerned with your precious balance. So tell me, you, has it gotten you where you were hoping? Have your grand games and compromises brought you the satisfaction you crave in the service of your oh-so-charming Belial? You know what your master is, don't you? A deceiver, a manipulator, and you, willingly caught in his web, weaving lies of your own while you cling to some illusion of neutrality.
Sorry.
Want your apologies. Do you ever stop to think about what you truly accomplished? Or do you keep lying to yourself, pretending that you're above the games of gods and kings while you kneel in the shadows of hell?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Chozo's gonna like smack Sparky a little bit.
He looks at all of
What
you.
he said.
I offer you all a path out of this illusion, this dungeon. Enter the Shadowfell, the realm of forgotten memories and lost truths. Seek what was taken from you, piece by elusive piece, and perhaps regain what this dungeon has stolen. Or continue to cling to the lie you now live in.
Miu just kind of puts his head up.
While I respect the Raven Queen, I also know that that is not a path we can take. I would still like to understand why you keep saying we are in a dungeon. We are in the Feywilds. That is
Cling to your illusions as if they were truth.
plain. If you know me as well as you say you do, then you should understand that this might be hard to comprehend, that an entire plane is a dungeon.
You think you are on an entire plane.
Yes.
Oh, small-minded the ill-riggers have become. And at that moment, at the moment she says ill-rigger, a flaming portal opens nearby. And
God
out
damn it, not
steps
again.
a small, well-dressed figure. The imp. His leathery wings fluttering as it steps through the portal, spinning a spindly cane. Its grin malicious, its fiery eyes immediately lock onto you, Mew. Well, well, Skivix sneers, its voice like nails scraping across stone. If this isn't our resident failure.
Why are so many of you visiting me lately?
Is that herb?
No, herbs go on sandwiches and into food.
I thought I'd just check.
Do you think you can fool the Lord of Lies? Sending Raylafan's soul might have brought you some time, but where's the artifact? The property stolen from our master. The one you sent was a poor copy, a fake. And because of that, you didn't deliver. You didn't deliver, Mew, and that makes you a liar and a traitor in our master's eyes.
You said nuh-uh.
Didn't. What was I supposed to deliver?
The gauntlets, you buffoon. Ones you gave
that the
to
creepy
your
touchy lady
fanciful.
took.
Yes, what is it? That tiefling friend of yours.
Oh, that was in character, by the way. That was literally the things that the creepy touchy lady took.
Didn't she? I am confused. She delivered the gauntlets that were on Rayla Fair.
Well, apparently she didn't. The ones you gave her were fake.
Shadow's gonna put her hand up again, just kind of like, that's not our problem. It's the ones off of her body.
And I kind of turn to Shadow. Oh, that little mischievous took them
Switch them up.
and duped them. Because she likes to make me make more work. Again.
Skivix looks at the Raven Queen. Yep. And you, oh hoarder of dismal lives and dusty memories, you think you can make a deal here? Pah! He spits a gout of flame on the ground. If any deal is to be made, it will be one with hell. You belongs to the infernal chain, not your dreary little pantheon of shadows and broken things. And you, little Illiger, better decide quickly. Our master's patience is thinner than the thread you're dangling from.
You can always come talk to me.
The Raven Queen expression hardens, her gaze boring into the imp. You overstep, wretched servant of hell. This one, she gestures to Mew with disdain, may have failed your master, but he stands before me now. Perhaps it is I who will claim him and his memories, leaving Belial's chain empty. And the two of them just start bickering like an old married couple that absolutely just hate each other.
I just
What
kind of
did you
look
guys
over
do?
to everyone else. Yeah, I just look over to everyone else. I suggest we do not interrupt this one.
Shadow just looks over and just like, no.
Yeah, this is firmly out of my wheelhouse.
My client is innocent.
I just like slowly turn my head to Sparky. What?
So she thinks she owns him, he thinks he owns him, and Sparky thinks he's responsible for him. This is gonna go fantastically.
Also, why do they care about
Three-way
me?
custody battle.
Oh, great. I totally always wanted to be in a love triangle between a imp demon, the queen of memories and death, deity, and him. I just like nod to Sparky.
Shadow's also gonna look over at Tozu and go, "Can we do anything about that?"
I have a wand.
No, no.
Use it.
If you
Cozy
want,
like starts like writing on the grass and just like he's like no wand, no wand.
If
Joke's on
you
you.
would
I'm here
like-
to lead, not read.
if you want to die, then be my guest.
The argument between the imp and the Raven Queen escalates, and Skivix is like, "Do you think your decrepit realm of shadows can challenge the might of hell?" He snarls. "I'll burn your..." Skivix is cut off as a blinding flash of divine energy descends from the heavens, shaking the earth and scattering
Now
the
it's a
crows
four-way
and ravens
custody battle.
that linger in the devastation. The air hums with celestial and natural power as a towering figure lands amidst the arguing entities. A man standing nearly 20 feet tall and clad in resplendent plate armor surveys the scene with a commanding presence. His helm obscures his face, but his very stance radiates authority and judgment. Skivix stumbles backwards, his fiery bravado extinguished momentarily. Even the Raven Queen narrows her dark eyes, tilting her head as though appraising the newcomer. The towering figure rumbles like a thunderclap, silencing the squabble in an instant. "Children, that is what you are." Heavy squabbles over scraps, while the tapestry of existence unravels around you. Is this what you have reduced yourselves to? Petty lords of ash and smoke. Skivix sputters indignantly, but a single look from the armored figure reduces it to silence. The Raven Queen folds her arms, unimpressed but observant. Turning away from them, he strides purposely towards you, Shadow, the earth trembling slightly with each step.
Does she know him?
Roll a religion check at advantage.
Okay. Said religion?
Can I ask him a question?
You may certainly do so.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Oh my gosh.
Tozu's just laughing with no mouth.
He doesn't say
You
anything, but he
also
looks at...
chuckles.
He doesn't say anything, but he
Ooh.
kind of looks at you. He just kind of tilts his helmet a little bit.
14?
14, you say.
Otherwise it was a nat 1.
So, you know this deity.
Oh dear.
His name is Hell.
Am I happy, annoyed, scared to see him? Do I have any idea why he's there?
You have no idea why he's here, but as far as you being happy to see him, this is like being made to meet your like favorite online personality in person.
So it elicits a good feeling or a bad feeling is main question, I guess.
Good feeling.
Okay. So she's starstruck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Talking
Little
like,
cat.
yeah, go
He
ahead.
rumbles, his tone softer now, but no less commanding. Why have you abandoned your duties? The creatures you were meant to protect suffer in your absence. Do you not feel their pain, their confusion?
Out of character.
What's
I'm
up with all
confused!
what's up with all the deadbeats in this group? Yeesh.
Mhm.
Am I supposed to understand what he's talking about? Please stop dying.
We're trying.
I'm attempting to.
I respectfully I can't say much. I'm sitting here muting every once in a while to cough and not die also.
Yeah, I know. Like, we're all in the same boat.
He
Mhm.
inclines his helmet. Ah. You have forgotten. No, you were made to forget. This dungeon has stripped you of your memories, twisted your truth into its own lie. As it has for all of you. His words sweep over the rest of you like a wave, heavy with revelation. He turns to address the entire group, his presence filling the ruined square. This place is not what it seems. It is a puzzle, a snare, a trial, and it feeds on what you are, what you were, and what you could be. But I am not here to coddle you. His gaze, though hidden, seems to bore to each agent in turn. I propose this. You are to leave this place and regain your strength. Seek out your truths. Uncover the pieces stolen from you. Forge yourselves anew. But not as puppets, but as beings of your own making. A clean slate for all. If you succeed... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know what that means, but you weren't done yet, so I'm sorry.
He waves a hand, just, in a placating manner. If you succeed, if you grow in power and knowledge, you will return here, stronger, wiser, prepared. At that time, you may complete this level of the dungeon and claim all that it has stolen from you. But should you falter in your quest and die before completing this task, then the souls and memories of this dungeon has devoured will go to their rightful claimants. Helm turns, addressing each agent in turn, his presence pressing down on you like an immovable weight. You, your soul, and all its truths will descend into the nine hells, where Belial will extract every ounce of value he deems you owe.
Rude.
Skivix gestures with a clawed hand, and your very soul, knowledge, and experience you have gained are removed, coalescing into a single red soul coin with the sigil of Belial on it. Tozu.
Needed that.
Tozu waves.
You're in trouble.
He continues, turning to the warlock. Your memories will return to the Raven Queen, who will add them to her great hoard of shadows and lost things. Your raven on your shoulder, that has been your stalwart companion, shakes and screeches as its claws dig into you and pulls out all your knowledge and experience the dungeon has impressed upon you, coalescing into an alabaster coin with the sigil of a black raven. And it flies to the Raven Queen. Shadow, he intones, his helm tilting slightly as the tattoo on your arm lifts off of you and forms itself into a silver coin with a coiled dragon with butterfly wings. You will return to the Feywild, bound by the threads of your origin to the court that claims you.
Joe just has wide eyes and is so confused right now.
A tense silence follows, the heavy implications of his words sinking in. Then Helm turns and looks at Sparky, the Warforged, his immense form looming closer. And you, he says, his tone both curious and commanding. You are different.
I have a wand.
You are dungeon-born, yet you walk among the living with individuality, sentience, and will. This deal cannot bind you unless your creator, the dungeon itself, agrees to the terms.
You mean dungeon born?
The square seems to grow colder, the air thick with expectation. Helm raises one gauntleted hand, his voice echoing with divine authority. Dungeon, I demand an answer. You have stolen from these souls, manipulated their truths, but this one, he gestures to Sparky, is your creation. If this contract is to hold, you must speak with your consent. Will you honor this accord, or will you cower in silence? Sparky, make a perception
Talk
check.
to my mom like that. Do I have a good perception? That's a good question.
It's a great question.
It's a +6.
Hey!
That's not bad.
Thank you for the follow, Prophet Dom. Welcome in.
Hey, nice follow.
Hi,
22.
Prophet.
22. Oh yeah, you absolutely
Whoa.
see this.
I perceive.
You perceive the things. At your feet, the ground trembles. A strange, rhythmic sound rises as if metal and stone were grinding together. Slowly, the earth splits, and a massive flower blooms. Its petals are forged from overlapping plates of shimmering metal and stone, opening with a mechanical hiss. At the center of the flower rests a single gear-like gold coin, its surface engraved with intricate patterns that shift and writhe like living runes. The coin pulses with a dark and swirling energy, black and purple, twisting together in an endless vortex. The dungeon has answered, Helm declares. Each of you are given your coin.
I take it.
Helm looks at you.
Take my coin.
These will be
This isn't about you, Turtle.
your keys to return here at this time, to finish what you started, and to reclaim what has been lost.
Shadow hesitantly looks at him and is like, can you do anything about that? And she points at Tozu's mouth.
He looks
Actually,
and
my
he
client said he's perfectly fine with it.
He looks at Tozu and snaps his fingers, and the magical seal around your mouth is gone.
Thank you.
I can
You're
talk
welcome,
again.
little cat. The world around you trembles as Helm's booming voice declares the terms of the pact, his gauntleted hand raised high. Beside him, the Raven Queen regards you all with a gaze like winter's edge, cold, sharp, and utterly final. Skivix the imp, grinning with an infernal glee, his delight at your predicament all too evident. Without warning, a golden light bursts forth from Helm's hand, swallowing the ruined village of Lumendel. The scene of devastation, the ragged banner, the bodies of the Feywild villagers, the raven-feathered cyclone that brought the queen, all dissolves into blinding luminance. You all feel the weight of something immense pulling at you. It's not physical, but a metaphysical tearing of as if the strings you hadn't known were attached to you are being severed. The bonds of the dungeon, your powers, your memories, your very essence of possibility, fray and snap one by one. When the light fades, you find yourself standing in a new place entirely.
Okay, so out of character. The heck just happened?
What?
I don't know how I should feel about being the one left out of all this. I didn't get a shiny
I was
coin.
gonna say.
My mom is a cave.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, but
wait.
Sparky, you don't have a. Wait. Does Sparky got a coin even though he doesn't have a soul?
You got a
Yeah.
gear coin.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, where's your coin, Turtle Boy?
I was
His
gonna
coin went
say,
to the Raven Queen.
there's
Third has it.
Ryu.
Oh, I
My
thought he
ninja
did.
skills were on max. No one.
Ryu,
But genuinely, huh?
you open your hand and there is a jade coin in your palm.
What's on it?
What's the symbol on mine? Everyone had a fun symbol on theirs.
Yours, you know what Torii gates are?
Yeah.
That's what's on the coin on one
Okay.
side, and on the other is the face of a dragon.
Nice.
Got it. So a dragon owns his soul.
A cave owned mine.
When you open your eyes, you find yourself standing in a landscape of lush grasslands. The ground beneath you feels soft and springy. Rolling hills stretch out in all directions, dotted with groves of birch trees whose white trunks gleam in the enchanted sunlight. Above, an artificial sky of vibrant blue looms, its gentle clouds drifting lazily, a serene illusion masking the dangers that lie hidden here. A soft rustle draws your attention to a nearby tree grove. Small, glittering figures flit between the branches. And Shadow, you recognize these as forest sprites. Forest sprites. Their delicate wings catching the light like shards of crystal. They pause to study you, their luminous eyes filled with curiosity before darting out of sight. In the distance, there's the grunts of wild boars that echo from the low hills, accompanied by the occasional buzz of something far larger than any normal insect. The sound of rustling grass catches your attention, and a figure comes running over the low hill towards you.
Is it Herb?
Was Herb the tall guy back there?
No, it isn't any of these. And like, I pull out my gauntlets and get ready for a fight.
Tato, would you like to describe your character?
Oh, I was not ready for this. But, yeah.
He's got a gun!
Surprise!
Wait, where'd it go?
Did you say
Hey,
that?
FYI, it seems it
came
is
running
you
towards
running at
me?
us.
Yeah, I think. Where the heck is my description at? Hold on.
I like to imagine he's just staring at us.
Just it runs up, stops.
Eyes open,
1
just
second.
staring. Like,
Was this a running towards the group in general or running towards me?
Running towards the group in general.
Okay, just making sure.
Tozer
Oh,
looks
yeah,
down
yeah,
at his
he got thrown
hands.
into.
Is he still a turtle?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know where my description went. I thought it was on here. I don't understand where I put it on my character sheet.
Do I have it?
I think I might have did it separately from my character sheet because I don't see it on here. All I know is like my height and weight. And I guess.
I have a couple things I can message you then.
He has amnesia, the poor thing.
No.
Runs up, stops in front of us.
No.
Do you know who I am? Us, no. Dang it!
Are you Herb?
No.
This is like a fast copy paste for this.
Copy pasta.
For you.
Copy pasta.
Why is it so small? Can I open in browser?
She said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I am a mottled black and gray Owlin. I'm about, right around 6 feet tall with bright green eyes, and I as I see a strange group of people standing in the middle of what I consider to be a not so safe place. I run over and I say, uh, hello? Uh, where did you all come from?
If you believe us, tell us what we told you. We
Osu,
barely
you
know.
can talk now. It's fine.
He's just keeping his mouth
Okay.
closed purposely now.
Thank you, Phoenix.
We are agents of the Nine. We don't know how we got here. Where are we and who are you?
I'm just a low-level adventurer. You're on the first level of the dungeon.
What's dungeon?
Everyone's
Why
talking
is
about
everyone
dungeons.
talking about dungeons now?
I've been told that the dungeon is my mother.
The dungeon is central to our town Evershadow.
City.
Is that what it's called? City? Our city,
Yes.
Evershadow,
Evershadow.
and it's how we gain experience and collect resources. And if you're an adventurer, or a different vocation, you can come down here for resources.
Did we get a Ziki?
Is your name Herb by any chance?
Me?
my
No.
God.
I don't have any herbs on me. I am Hulin, the Owlin.
Good.
Does everybody know who Herb is now?
No.
No, who's that?
Nice to meet you, Hulin. I am you. I don't know of adventurers or the city or really anything that you just said.
Can we make a
Ooh.
check to see if there's any of us know anything about this? Evershadow.
Make a history check at disadvantage.
What's
What's
my
the
little?
Can I help it? Actually, what's my history first?
Do we did something click? Do we now know what they were talking about? Or is everything still just like, what in the world?
Things are slowly clicking into place. I mean, the fact that there's an artificial ceiling above, or artificial sky above you, and if you look in the far distance, there is a wide set of stairs leading from the ground all the way up to the ceiling.
23.
23. So that was at disadvantage, right? So
Oh, disadvantage?
18.
Sorry,
Yeah.
18 at disadvantage. My bad. I just got 23.
It's like digging through the fog of your memories. You're like, there's something familiar about this phrase, and it's just you're trying to remember, and there's only brief flashes of a sprawling city, large central hub, a region where all these artifacts are stored, but then it's gone.
Everything this Evershadow name sounds familiar, but I can't pin why.
Do you all have a guild badge?
We have this badge, and I pull out my Agent of the Nine symbol.
As you pull it out, as it rests in your palm, it dissolves into magic dust.
That's never happened before.
So he tries to pull his out and tap
Have
on it
this
to
coin.
talk to the lady that lives inside.
You reach for your own medallion, and it too dissolves into magic dust.
I say, who? That is curious. I don't know how you're down here. And I cock my head from side to side.
I don't know either. You seem kind enough. Can you help us?
I'm fairly new as an adventurer myself. The best I could do is take you to Alara, who is my new guild leader, who commissioned me to be able to start exploring the dungeon.
Um,
So I
yes, that. I think we need a place to sit down.
Did we drink
Not
some?
in the middle of these.
Did we drink some
fields.
special tea or something?
I look at Sparky. Honestly, I don't know at this point. We might have.
Did we drink herb?
You know what? Maybe.
Yeah.
Wait. Tozu gets like an epiphany. Like looking through all of his stuff, reaches down. Is his pocket bacon still there?
You reach in to grab the
Oh.
pocket bacon, and it's still there.
Hoolan,
I pull out
Thank
my
you,
wand
Clutch.
to make sure I still have it.
I offer
admires
it
the
to
pocket
Hoolan.
bacon. Hoolan gladly accepts the bacon. Casting a only momentary suspicious glance at the figure giving it to me, and then nibbles on it.
Oh, before I forget, would like the rest of you like to describe your characters to Hoolan?
Oh, you just got handed pocket bacon by about a 7 foot tall turtle that stands on two
Oh.
legs.
So I look up at the okay.
with a fanny pack and all sorts of like doodads and stuff hanging off of like his like belt. He doesn't have like any clothes on it, just a belt with a fanny pack. And then he has a staff with a live raven just sitting on it. No,
That raven is no longer there.
wait, my raven's gone.
It is gone.
Yeah, I went to the Raven lady.
But that was my burb. Wait,
Not
are
yet.
the rest of did the animals come with us?
That's a good question.
I would say hello.
Where's
Ooh, snacks. Thank you.
We'll get to that in a moment. The rest of you?
I kind of like see Tozu actually kind of introduce. I apologize for my rudeness. I am me, you. And you kind of look towards me. I am just a relatively normal size, like 5'10", 5'11" human, with all kinds of like leaf and general tattoos, which surge with a little bit of power. And I'm in what's similar to monk's garb, with what I hope are nice like steel gauntlets. I am a monk, among other things, by trade, I think.
I will look them over and say, "Who you?" or "You who?" Not as a question, but as a statement.
No. I am me, you, not you who.
And then I'll say, "Who?"
Me.
I'm going to clip this later.
And
It's
I
content.
acknowledge with another "Who."
Me. Me. This is the rest of the group.
Just
You'll
DM,
see a.
quick question.
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Thank you. How'd you reach up and try? Does he touch his mask? Is it still on his face?
You reach up to touch your mask, it's gone.
Does he like covers his hands with his face? It's like just like goes and like turtle head goes back in the body. Nobody's actually seen Tozu's face.
No.
I always wear my mask.
Giving so a bit of a side eye just seeing his antics, but you see Ryu give a short bow. He's also in kind of like monk garb. He's a 6'2" crystal dragonborn, so you'll see his scales. Though look white, they have a translucent kind of texture to it, with a series of kind of crystalline horns coming back out of his head, with sapphire blue eyes. He just bows and says, "Pleasure to meet you, Human. As I'm also a monk, as a Miyu there. Hopefully, our skills will be of use around here."
I will bow back, giving another acknowledging who while admiring their skills. Curiously.
I'm a 6'5" robot, and this dungeon made me apparently.
Why is everyone taller than me? Holy.
We discovered that we were a tall group.
And then there's Miyu.
Yeah, and then there's me, you. It's just like normal.
Originally, Herb was the short one, but we don't
Wasn't
remember.
he like 4 foot at
Who's
one point?
Herb?
Oh, he was our green friend that doesn't stay here no more.
6'5" metal. What?
Robot.
I'm a robot.
Robot.
Or forged, but
He
yes.
is the robot.
You very curiously not seeing anything of your kind before.
Do we still have our?
But I will also bow and give a little hello.
We do still have player character detail pictures.
Most of
You
us
want to
have.
see my wand?
Who? Wand?
Oh.
The wand has come through.
Is the
Shadow,
wand still there?
I'm going to roll for that.
Please. Don't deprive me of this one thing I have.
Please take the
Sparky,
money.
roll a D100. If it's higher than my number, you keep it.
So bad.
Ooh.
Watch him get a 100.
Dude, right?
Oh, please, no.
He just pulled out a stick.
$80.
Oh,
Keep it.
pretty
Keep it.
solid.
You were close.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Nope.
No
You
more
reach-
wand?
You reach into your pack and you pull out what you expect to be a wand made of bone. It's a regular stick.
What
This
did
is
you
the worst
roll?
day of my life.
I rolled a 92.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Okay.
seeing everything
So-
starting to turn to dust, I make sure my uncle's staff is still there.
Shadow also inspects her weapons.
And my parents' memento.
It's really
So,
quiet
you know-
without the voices.
What? Like, as we all start everyone starts inspecting some of their gear, I look back to Hulin. I don't even know if we are equipped anymore to be in this place. And you said it was dangerous. I
Ooh.
think for everyone's sake and yours, maybe, so you may not have to protect us, I think we should try to get somewhere safe first.
Okay, I don't think I've met Shadow. Do we want to do that or
Yeah.
do
Yep,
that one.
Shadow.
Yeah. So Shadow's apologies, also tall. 6 foot tall. She is a tabaxi, dark gray, almost black with white markings. Normally, she has her owl cat with her, Pixie, along with a baby frost moon dragon.
Oh. Okay.
But they're apparently still at hopefully still at Miyu's house in a cuddle puddle.
Shadow,
I
roll a
believe-
perception check.
Oh.
When you are at the
I
moment.
don't like that.
Voices.
I will, but I'll also give her a hello, and her appearance, I think, is less shocking to me because I think I've seen other Abexi
Mm-hmm.
in
Oh.
the city.
Perfect.
21.
So, Shadow, your perception is a bit higher at this moment because you are trying to take in everything around you and just Where's the danger? Why am I here? Where's here?
Mm-hmm.
And as all of you are gathering your bearings, the silence is broken by a soft, high-pitched trill. Shadow, you turn to see a familiar blur of feathers and fur flapping her wings towards you. Pixie, your loyal owlcat companion, lands heavily on your shoulder in a flurry of motion, her tufted ears flicking as she nuzzles into your neck.
She is gonna like loll onto her and be like, "Oh my gosh, Pixie!" Wait,
Yeah.
where's Stardust? Where's Cryo?
And out of the bushes, another excited cry, one more draconic, one more feline, as Cryo, the baby lepogryph, and Stardust barrel out of the bushes and just tackle you to the ground. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god! Remind me how to do the saving throws. That's
So saving throws should be at the top left of your character sheet.
it's still D20 plus the whatever the saving.
Yeah,
throw, right?
correct. The
Okay.
dex save. Yep, that dex
Okay.
modifier. The saving throws
20
modifier.
plus. Let's see, Dex plus 10. Okay.
So you should be
27.
fairly good at these. Oh yeah, they try to tackle you down, but hold on, Phoenix wrote something. If Cryo wasn't okay, I would have fought you, Silent. I want to make that clear. Phoenix, I'm a DM, not a monster.
I'm the
He
monster.
took my
He's
wand.
And
also
also
a
a
DM
DM.
who's made me promises, Phoenix, so he'd have a lot more to answer to if they weren't okay.
But yeah, they crawl up on
My
you.
raven.
Your raven is not here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Don't worry, man. I lost my wand too.
But in this brief moment of reverie, you're just surrounded by shadow. You're just surrounded by creatures that have somehow attached themselves to you emotionally, and just things are somewhat right in the world at the moment.
which makes me suspicious, but she is just gonna hold on tight to them, still keeping like full awareness
Thank you,
around her,
Kara.
like trying to be like still paying attention to everything around. There's also the new person.
Owlin.
Yes. I was trying to figure out what's creature. Would that be the correct generic?
Technically, yes.
Alan? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say it's like if it's her just generalized instead of saying, "Oh, it's a person," it's like, "Oh, this is a new creature." Would be the generalized term, I guess. Yeah. Especially since Hulin is there, she doesn't know him. She's like trying to keep an eye out, but at the same time, like my babies.
Yeah, I puff up a little bit from the sunburst of excitement, but I settle down as I realize it doesn't seem to be a threat. I glance around the group and say, well, either way, you all shouldn't really be here. I'm the only one that has access to this instance, and I'm not sure how you're here. I should get you out of here so we can try to make sense of this.
Something tells me it was Helm who poofed us here, so I think we're supposed to be here.
Helm? I question and cock my head to the side.
Hulin, roll a religion check.
Oh, let me get back. Oh, religion? What even is that religion? It's probably plus 0 int. Okay, it's just regular. What'd I do? Oh,
Yeah, and it's going to be
6.
There you go. You got it. And you don't have any modifier to it?
No, it's
Okay.
flat.
You have no idea who Helm is.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know who that is, but I can take you to the guild. Most adventurers must check in there before they come down here. And like I
Just gonna
said,
kind of glance over at Miyu, like, I don't really know what to do right now.
We are in the middle of an open field. If he knows where a town is,
then and the people to help us, I think we should give it a go.
Shadow gets this mischievous glint in her eyes, and she's like, "Hey, Hulan, do you know where we can get some tea?" And then she looks over at me.
I believe
She goes,
that
"Oh, go ahead."
I was gonna say I believe there are a few places to get tea in the city.
Our poor old man here really needs his tea.
All right, well,
Ooh.
if
I
you'll
am not
follow me,
that,
I'll lead you out.
Thank you very much for your
The,
assistance.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm. Tozu?
DM. I was wondering.
Yes.
Before as he starts turning around, could I like teleport behind him so when he turns around he's just facing me?
Is your head still in your shell?
Yes. It is not coming out.
Let me check something real fast. What are
Speaking
you
Can
of
they
that,
use
I
those
don't-
abilities if you don't have your crown?
I don't like that. Sorry?
I think
Let
I
me know.
know what you're checking.
Yeah.
You definitely need to pre-check what it
Yeah.
is and then when. Yeah. Okay.
so before
what
can
are
I
you-
say that for before he does that and
Mhm.
like rolls for it? Because I was going to and I forgot. Shadow is going to look over at Tozu, notice that his head is in his shell, and be like, "Hey, Tozu, you good?"
You see, he kind of like leans his shell down, and all you see is the two yellow eyes sticking out.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
wait, I don't even think they would be yellow.
It's up to you.
It's yeah, no, it's two little blue eyes sticking. That's all you see. They're not yellow no more.
She's like, "Oh, your mask is gone."
Ah.
Oh, my bag. I have a hooded cloak. Would you like that?
Yes.
We could find you a new face.
She points
That'd
over
work
by her.
too.
She's still slightly piled on by critters, so she just points over to her bag. She's like, "I have a deep hooded cloak in there. I literally just went through to check my my thing to see, and I do. So I'm quite happy about
It's
that.
a regular cloak.
So at least that's
So, yeah.
something.
So Tozu, what do you use to teleport?
Misty Step, which is let's see here. Let me see. Misty Step is one of my paladin abilities that affects the ruling here. Not sure.
Gotcha. You try to access that. Nothing happens.
All you see is Tozu just like starting to like kind of chuckle, and he starts to like try to back up, like he's backing into like his Misty Step, like Noah goes, trying to be creepy, and then just nothing happens. He just stands there, and he's like looking around, looks down, is like, tries it again.
Nothing.
I'm just like watching Tozu. Are you having performance issues?
I think there's something very wrong here.
Are you not able to do your
Anything?
Misty Step?
No, no. I try to do. I try to talk to the animals.
You go to a small raccoon just kind of chilling by a tree, just kind of,
A raccoon.
and it looks up at you, kind of like bares its teeth and skitters away.
Nothing. I couldn't talk to it all.
Nope.
All this world. I don't want to be here anymore.
Did it work?
I don't think I can do any of my stuff no more. Um, can
Uh,
I try to cast spider climb and walk up the tree?
Shadow watches what happened with Tozu and the raccoon, so she kind of extricates herself.
Is that under Warlock or Paladin?
Warlock. Spider climb is a warlock one.
That begs a question. What would you rather
Mhm.
be? Paladin or Warlock?
Are you setting us back to like level 1 for going through these dungeons?
I don't know.
That question resonates in your soul.
Kingdom Hearts theme plays.
Yeah, I would say you just see Tozu kind of like after trying to do another thing, he tries to walk up the tree and like falls down, and then he doesn't even try to get up. He just sits there.
I think that tree killed the
You
turtle.
okay?
I don't know.
We definitely need to get somewhere safe. Let's get up, Tozu. I don't know what is happening. But if you can't do your normal things, I am worried. I would like to check, but safety first.
Yeah. How's my movement of my key? Is anything wrong with my key? I can do a quick
Hmm?
self check.
You're doing a quick self check?
Circulate my key, make sure it's fine.
Also begs the question, what would you rather be?
I'd stick with monk.
Then, yeah, you can definitely sense your focus points swirling around you in your chest. Phoenix, what do you mean by music is being weird? Is it like doubling or something? So, Hulin, what do you do?
It's being
I'm making my way towards the stairs.
It's wavering in static. Let me pause it and restart it.
still static.
Ah.
This time I know it's not our internet.
Well, it's just the music.
Guess we'll just put a
It
pause on
almost
music
sounds
for
like
now.
power line static.
Weird. Well, we'll put a pause on the music.
Funny enough, I know exactly what static you're talking about, too.
Mhm.
Oh. Hulin, you're heading towards the stairs. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Is Tozu moving at all? If Tozu isn't moving, I'm going to look to try and help pick up and carry Tozu. out and follow Hulin.
All right.
I'll get the legs.
Thank you, Sparky.
Your Tozy will just go into his shell so you can roll him.
Kick the can.
We just start transporting and moving Tozu.
You start rolling him across the field.
Shadow's just kind of watching closely, staying close by, and making sure that Stardust, Cryo, and Pixie are with her.
Oh yeah, they're sticking to you like glue. Take all of you are heading towards the immense stairs at the far end of the field.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I believe that's a good stopping point for us right now.
Woo!
Good job, everybody.
So are we still level 13, but one of our classes is suppressed or something? Or
I told you this
Is
is a wait and find out.
okay.
It will be. We have to find out.
Yep. So,
They just have to come up with a really convoluted title, and this could be an anime.
What in the world?
Thought we're in the Feywild, transported to another world, dungeon exploring time go.
We've totally been Ezekiel.
Izakide?
Yeah.
Ezekiel sounds funner.
Dude, I've been wondering, like, what is he meaning by Ezekiel? I don't
Oh,
understand, but like, whatever.
Like
I knew he meant the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ezekiel's house?
Yeah,
Ezekiel's good too.
Uh-huh. It is.
Zeke's
Yeah.
house.
You never answered the question if my uncle's staff was there.
Oh yes, your staff is there,
Okay.
but it's
Not my wand.
it's older looking.
I was gonna say, I also asked about my weapons, my fancy bows.
Your fancy bows they look like they've lost a bit of their luster.
Hmm.
But we will address all those things next time. So, thank you all for playing.
Yeah.
And
It's going to be
Yes.
interesting.
Thank you for the
It's gonna
game.
be very
It's gonna be
interesting.
very interesting. Yeah.
Yep. I will see you all next time. So let's find who we want to raid into. If there's anybody active right now.
Marquee Gaming is gone.
Yeah, you can go say hello to them. It's been a hot minute.
Do you have a raid out message or anything?
I was like the
I do not.
the only person that I have would be Quincy, like Quincy's Tavern.
Quincy's Tavern. Yeah.
But he's definitely much larger, obviously.
Fair. Let's head over to Marquee Gaming. Keep the D&D game rolling.
Mm-hmm.
My stream manager wants to cooperate.
I don't have any.
Never.
So ta-da! There you go. If anyone wants that.
Just me being like, it's kind of ironic that it's in all caps, that it's a silent raid.
That's funny.
I never realized that before. And then now my parents like, that's very funny and interesting.
Technically, we are silent when we read, though.
Fair enough.
I guess it depends on their alerts.
That's also true.
Side computer is not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Inimon should be able to also do it as well. I believe. If you have powers for it.
Would that just be the forge/raid?
Yeah, and then the
No.
at whoever.
Nope. I did not have those permissions.
Ah, there we go. I figured it out. So, again, thank you all for playing, and we'll see you hopefully in 2 weeks. Hopefully with less coughs.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Less costs are important.
Next, see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Well, thank you all very much. This was fun.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yep.
In the twilight of the tangled woods, where the shadows twist and turn, the whispers of the old ones in the forest, they still burn. From the courts of light and darkness to the realms of endless time, the Feywild stirs in silence, revenge begins to climb. Oaths were broken.